Have you ever imagined what it would be like to live in a place where the air you breathe is so toxic, it claims over 1 million lives every single year? In nations with booming economies like the United Arab Emirates, air pollution comes at a shocking cost. About 2,000 lives lost annually. These aren't just numbers. They represent real people, real tragedies, and the situation is getting worse. So, which countries are suffering the most? Stay with us as we uncover the harsh truth about the 10 most polluted countries in the world. 1. India, or a nation choking on its own progress. India is facing one of the most severe pollution crises on the planet. In cities like Delhi, PM 2.5 levels in 2023 reached a staggering 544 micrograms per cubic meter, 11 times the World Health Organization's safe limit. This level of pollution contributes to over 7% of all deaths in major urban areas. Key culprits: vehicle emissions, industrial activity, and large-scale biomass burning. India burns over 148 million tons of biomass every year, 10 times more than the United States. Low-speed traffic adds fuel to the fire, literally. In congested cities, vehicle emissions are 4 to 8 times higher than in smoothly flowing areas. And it's not just the air. Water pollution is rampant too. Rivers like the Ganges are clogged with industrial waste and plastic. The country generates over 277 million tons of solid waste every year. India's waste management systems are overwhelmed, leading to severe environmental degradation. 2. Nepal, pollution in the shadow of the Himalayas. Often admired for its breathtaking beauty, Nepal faces an environmental disaster that threatens both its people and natural heritage. Kathmandu, the capital, frequently ranks among the most polluted cities on Earth. PM 2.5 levels there are often 10 times higher than WHO's recommended limits. Air pollution claims over 42,000 lives in Nepal every year due to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. The economic toll is also devastating. Healthcare costs related to pollution equal up to 4.5% of the nation's GDP. Population density, increased vehicle use, and poorly managed construction have turned Kathmandu into a choking metropolis. Worse yet, this toxic air is a growing threat to Nepal's rich biodiversity and the pristine landscapes that define the nation's identity. 3. Tajikistan, silent crisis in Central Asia. Over the past decade, Tajikistan's air quality has drastically declined. PM 2.5 levels soared to 40 micrograms per cubic meter, 10 times higher than WHO's limit. The pollution, caused mainly by vehicle emissions and unchecked industrial activities, has shortened average lifespans by more than 1 year. On top of that, the country generates about 2 million tons of waste annually, much of it unmanaged. Major power plants like Dushanbe, 2 burn 6,000 tons of coal per day, worsening both air and water pollution. Even the nation's rivers are becoming unsafe due to industrial runoff, threatening both ecosystems and human health. 4. United Arab Emirates, wealth at a toxic price. The UAE has one of the highest PM 2.5 concentrations in the world, reaching 43 micrograms per cubic meter. Each year, nearly 1,900 people die from pollution-related causes. Given the country's population just exceeds 10 million, that's a significant impact. The main culprits include fossil fuel dependence, industrial emissions, and energy-intensive infrastructure. In 2021, the UAE released 234 million tons of CO2, largely due to its heavy use of desalination plants and industrial growth. Despite ambitious plans to invest $13 billion in renewable energy, the road ahead remains difficult. 5. Pakistan, urban pollution crisis. Pakistan is facing a dire situation, especially in cities like Lahore, Faisalabad, and Karachi. In 2023, Lahore's PM 2.5 levels hit nearly 20 times the WHO's safe limit. Air quality indices often exceed 300, posing serious health risks. The result? Over 128,000 deaths every year due to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Additionally, 60% of the population lacks access to safe drinking water, compounding the nation's health crises. Islamabad now ranks among the world's most polluted capitals. 6. Indonesia, deforestation and toxic skies. Indonesia is the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases, driven by deforestation and illegal logging. Every year, over 2 million hectares of forest disappear. This environmental destruction contributes to both biodiversity loss and climate change. Air pollution causes more than 232,000 deaths annually, with PM 2.5 levels far exceeding safety limits. Indonesia also ranks second globally in marine plastic pollution, dumping over 600,000 tons of plastic waste into the ocean every year. The government aims to roll out 530,000 electric vehicles by 2030, but the scale of the crisis demands urgent action. 7. Egypt, ancient civilization, modern crisis. Modern Egypt is now battling a new threat, toxic air. PM 2.5 levels average 42 micrograms per cubic meter, slashing life expectancy by up to 2 years. In 2019 alone, about 95,000 deaths were linked to air pollution. Cairo's pollution levels are 14 times the WHO's limits. Industrial emissions, outdated vehicles, and open burning of agricultural waste are to blame. The economic cost is staggering. Over $1.5 billion was spent on pollution-related healthcare in Greater Cairo between 2016 and 2018. 8. Iraq, oil-rich, air-poor. By 2024, Iraq had one of the world's worst pollution ratings. In 2022, PM 2.5 levels reached a shocking 80 micrograms per cubic meter, 16 times WHO's safe limit. The oil industry, crucial to Iraq's economy, emits vast quantities of harmful pollutants like methane and benzene. Beyond air pollution, Iraq's iconic rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, are plagued by untreated waste and chemical runoff, threatening agriculture and public health. 9. Democratic Republic of the Congo, a struggle to breathe. The Democratic Republic of the Congo faces an air pollution crisis, with PM 2.5 levels hitting 40 micrograms per cubic meter. Over 90% of households rely on wood or charcoal for cooking, leading to deadly indoor air pollution. This alone causes over 61,000 deaths annually. Massive deforestation, driven by fuel needs, destroys tens of thousands of hectares of tropical rainforest every year, contributing to global carbon emissions. 10. Bangladesh, a daily struggle to breathe. Bangladesh often tops the list as the most polluted country in the world. In 2023, the average PM 2.5 level reached a staggering 80.2 micrograms per cubic meter, 16 times higher than WHO's safe threshold. The capital, Dhaka, is choking under the weight of industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and brick kills. More than 200,000 premature deaths are linked to air pollution every year. Beyond air, water pollution is also dire. Rivers like the Buriganga are biologically dead due to toxic industrial waste. Despite being a developing country, Bangladesh faces a pollution crisis on a scale comparable to far wealthier nations. From the bustling megacities of Asia to the deserts of the Middle East, pollution is a crisis that respects no borders. It's not just about smoggy skies, it's about millions of people, children, elders, families, struggling to live in environments that slowly poison them. But it's not too late. With awareness, innovation, and global cooperation, we can chart a better path. Which country on this list surprised you the most? What do you think your country could do to make a difference? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video eye-opening, give it a like, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Together, we can turn knowledge into action and build a cleaner, healthier world for all.